evening, Mr. McQueen.
How's it going, mate?
Good, good. I have a series of questions here for you tonight. My first one being, how did you first get involved in fashion?
Well, when I was younger, you know, I always had a passion for it. I was always drawing in my notebooks and, you know, everything, clothes, and all my notebooks were filled up. And then later, my mom suggested I get a job at the on Savile Row. You know, I was working as an apprentice, tailoring suits for the royal family, padding lapels and all that kind of thing. And, you know, that was a good, you know, I said, give me everything. I want to learn, just learn everything I could, you know. But I also knew I'd never last in that environment, you know. It wasn't, I had ideas, I had things I want to do, you know.
Okay. Is that when you went to Central St. Martin's?
Yeah, well, what I first did was I went there and I asked for a job actually, but then they couldn't offer me that. So the woman said I should take a course there, which of course I was really excited about, but then I didn't have the school fees, you know. But thankfully I had an aunt who, you know, she really believed in me and she gave me the money and yeah, and then I only just paid her back actually once I got the job at Givenchy, which was very nice.
Is that when you were discovered by Isabella Blow?
Yeah. I mean, it was a bit more complicated than that. You know, like, I'd done a few shows, and I guess she'd seen one, but I didn't really know who she was. And then after the show, she started ringing me mum all the time, asking, you know, about the clothes. Could she get the clothes? And finally, I had her down to the studio, and I said, oh, "You can have the clothes. It's $3.50 the lot, love." You know, and I think she liked that. She liked the confidence of that, and you know, I was also just desperate for money at that time.
How do you think your life has changed now that you've become creative director?
Well, you know, like, for one thing, I've got a lot of family members coming out of the woodwork asking for money now. It's a bit funny. But also, you know, it's just nice. Like, I get everything I want. You know, I've got a proper office and I get on the phone, you know, I need this and they bring it to me. You know what I mean? It's wonderful. It's a long way from, you know, before I used to be, and I'd be on the dole and I'd be buying all my fabrics and then they interview me after the show. I'd hide my face because I don't want to get in trouble, you know, for using my unemployment benefits to buy fabrics and that. But, you know, now I don't have to worry about any of that stuff, so it's quite nice.
Are there any negatives?
Mostly just the criticism in the media, you know, they're calling me a misogynist and that. And, you know, I really take offence to that because like, my clothes are about empowering women, you know, it's not about misogyny or nothing like that, you know, and it's just, they just want to sell paper, so they say shocking things, really.
And tell me more about this criticism in the media.
Well, you know, it's like I said, there's the thing, they're calling me a misogynist, and then they came at me about the Bomster trousers, you know, they said, oh, it looks like builder's bum and that. Look, I'm a gay man, you know, and like, I don't even find a builder's bum to be attractive, but, you know, when it's on a nice model, it looks good, you know?
And what about that Bomster trouser?
Well, you know, like I said, it's a big hit. People really like it, but, you know, like I said, it's got a bit of criticism, but, you know, you never please everyone.
So my last question for you is, what do you have planned for the future of Givenchy?
You know, just trying some new ideas and that, you know, got a few things, you know, bubbling up. I got, you know, do something with nature. You know, I've been watching a lot of nature show, animals and birds and that, you know, and I want to incorporate that more in there, you know, because we're animals too, you know, and I think, you know, there's a nice comparison in there and, you know, it's a jungle out there, baby, you know, I just want to show that, you know, and make it more modern too, you know, it's before it was like tailoring and very nice tailor, Hugo Givenchy, you know, he was like a tailor, and you know, now I want to make it again more modern and you know, like I said, take a dinosaur out of the sea. You know what I mean, mate?
Absolutely. I'd like to thank you. I'd like to thank you for your time today, Mr. McQueen. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you very much for.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for coming. All right. Thank you. All right, thanks.